Hi, I'm James here at the Pearly Grey, here with another update. As you probably heard, the restrictions here in Tenerife have changed a little bit over the last 24 hours. We'd just like to state one thing. Obviously it is a very fluid situation at the moment. The restrictions are changing on a daily, weekly basis, as I'm sure you're aware back in your own countries as well. It's a very fluid situation, so please, we're going to be putting links below to our websites that you can check out. The Canarian Weekly, janetanscombe.com as well, which have got all the full information and up-to-date details that you should require. This is just a little update just to give you the brief overview of the new restrictions here in Tenerife. I know there's been a lot of worry and there's a lot of internet talk and things like that about Tenerife being in lockdown. Tenerife's not in lockdown. If you are booked to come on holiday to Tenerife, you can still come to Tenerife and enjoy your holiday. Obviously it will be a little bit different holiday to what you experience, which we will tell you about in a second, but you can still come here. You do require a PCR test to arrive in Tenerife. This has changed. The Canarian government did announce that it was an antigen test was available as well. Now that the mainland government have overruled that, okay, and it does have to be a PCR test. Okay, so please do be aware of that. So if you're going to get an antigen test, that is no longer enough to get you into Tenerife, so please do be aware of that. That's quite important. Some of the new restrictions that came in yesterday, the curfew that was currently running from 11 PM at night through till 6 o'clock in the morning, that has now been changed for the next 15 days, and the curfew now starts at 10 PM. So you will have to be back in your room for 10 PM through till 6 AM in the morning. So that does mean most bars and restaurants will be closing around about 9:30, so they can get closed up and staff can get on their way home before the curfew starts. In regards to bars and restaurants, obviously I know it's a question everyone asks regarding Quo on the Edge. We are not yet open due to occupancy in the resort and general viability financially regarding the ERTE, which is the Spanish equivalent of the furlough system. It makes absolutely no sense for us to financially open at the moment, so we are not open. Most of the bar and restaurants are currently open in the village. Whether that changes in the next few days, I don't know yet. But they are currently open. The changes to the bar and restaurants that you need to know are that the bars and restaurants cannot operate anything inside apart from a takeaway, and they can only sit out on the terrace. You can only use the terrace. The terraces have now been restricted to 50% of the capacity on the terraces. It's a maximum of 4 people per table, okay, and it's 1 household per table. So if you're here on holiday and you're staying in a room and you've got your friends, you can't both sit on the same table, okay. You will have to sit on separate tables, which will be spaced at 2 meters apart, okay. So the shopping centres as well, if you're going to go to the shopping centres and you want to go shopping, the capacity of the shopping centres has been reduced down to 33% in each shop as well, so 33% of capacity, and also the parking in the shopping centres has been reduced to 50% capacity as well. As I say, I do apologise, keep looking down. I've made some notes on my phone so I don't get anything wrong for you. As I say, so this will be enforced. There will be the 4 branches of the police force enforcing this going around. Say with masks and social distancing, when you're walking around on the street, you do have to wear a mask at all times walking on the street. It can carry a sit if you get caught without a mask, okay, and you haven't got medical accreditation for why you haven't got a mask on. It's a €600 fine. You get caught again, it goes up to €1,500, so please do wear your mask. Smoking is not allowed in any bar and restaurant currently. Oh, excuse me, I did say I had my phone for notes. Smoking is not allowed on any terrace areas yet in bars and restaurants. You do have to keep away from that, so there's no smoking allowed either. They're the basic things. There are more rules coming into place, but do check out, say, janetanscombe.com, also the Canarian Weekly for up-to-the-date details. But the big things you need to know is Tenerife is still open. Check with your airlines, make sure that they still are flying. But if you're booked in to come to Pearly Grey in the next few weeks, you can arrive. You just need to get your PCR test and you'll be here in no time. Enjoying the weather. As you can see, it's a little bit cloudy behind me today, but I promise you when the sun is out, it is stunning. So hopefully I won't have to do any more update videos before Christmas and New Year. So for myself and everybody else, we'd like to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Here's to 2021. Things can only get better. Keep smiling, keep positive, and look after each other.